The movie that Quentin Tarantino proclaimed as the greatest of all time is coming to streaming next month, so fans can decide for themselves whether they agree with the director or not. Quentin Tarantino's movies showcase his love of classic cinema, as he seems to draw from a wide variety of influences. Tarantino has spoken about his love for the Dollars trilogy before, but he also demonstrates an interest in anything from old war movies to blaxploitation action comedies. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a neat summary of his undying passion for all genres of cinema. Tarantino often speaks about his favorite movies, and he does so with a refreshing candor that not many people in Hollywood can afford. He's one of the only people both popular and influential enough to make his true feelings known, like when he referred to a Hitchcock classic as mediocre. This makes it even more valuable when he lavishes praise on a particular movie, since his fans can be certain that he's speaking from the heart. His pick for the greatest movie ever made is a little surprising, but it makes a lot of sense considering Tarantino's style. Quentin Tarantino stated that Jaws was the greatest movie ever made. Steven Spielberg's classic blockbuster changed the industry. Quentin Tarantino rated Jaws as the best movie ever made, but there's a little more to this quote than first meets the eye. Via CinemaBlend, Tarantino says, "I think Jaws is the greatest movie ever made. Maybe not the greatest film." Clearly, this shows that Tarantino is referring to the blockbuster appeal of Jaws, and comparing it to other big-budget entertaining movies. While the likes of Citizen Kane and Casablanca usually appear in discussions over the best movies of all time, many people would classify these as films rather than movies, since they have more artistic goals in mind. Jaws is a great pick for the best movie ever made, since it changed the entire landscape of cinema. Many critics cite Jaws as the first summer blockbuster, and it's still one of the very best 50 years later. While it became the highest-grossing movie of all time, it was also an immense critical success, with Steven Spielberg perfecting his crowd-pleasing formula from early on. Jaws has some elements of horror and some thrilling action, but it's still a great adventure that anyone can enjoy, regardless of their genre preferences. The good news is that Jaws will be on Peacock on June 15th. Our take on Tarantino's comments. The director's choice reveals a lot about his tastes. Kint speaks in Jaws. Jaws is one of the most relentlessly entertaining movies ever, even during the long stretches of action without the shark poking its head above the surface of the ocean. However, it's also a beautifully scripted story about men who are forced to put aside their differences and unite for the greater good. This reflects some of Tarantino's own movies, with their tangled casts of eccentric characters. Jaws may also have inspired Tarantino's acute interest in dialogue and his penchant for bloody violence. Although the rest of the Jaws franchise didn't live up to the quality of the original, audiences will be able to watch every movie on Peacock soon.